Alright guys, old blue Accord back, and yeah, so you guys kind of caught my last video about messes, but I can't say I really made that much progress, but if you see the pile of debris I got outside, you'd laugh. But the biggest thing, obviously, for me, well, the first thing to do was get this middle area cleared out, and I did. And what I did is I ended up putting all the stuff I don't use, like the engine stand and that workbench that I've never finished, and an old engine and a bunch of stuff all over there in the corner. And yeah, so I got me a couple little piles to work on. Now, this first one here is some parts for a 318 motor that someday I'm going to build, but I haven't done anything with right now. That's going to be my ethanol motor. I'm going to look for maximum compression. That's going to be the project on that one. So it's going to take a while. But yeah, and what we'll do is we'll just kind of walk around. Now, the one part about this garage too is with my car in here, it's very hard to walk between. So even with the car all the way to the front, and then there's that pile of, I washed the Jeep too actually, but yeah, all that cardboard's got to go, and some other junk. So yeah, threw a lot of recyclable stuff out, and so I'm not saying this area is wasted space, but I don't like, if I have something in my hands, I don't really like to drag it across my car every time. So and that's just part of the size of this garage being annoying, the 20-foot part of the 20 by 50. So what I did was, like I said, I took all the engine. I hadn't done an engine in years. This is the rest of the 318. Haven't done anything with that. So it's all going to sit right there. That's fine. And then this workbench was kind of an interesting deal. It's supposed to be my welding bench that I made out of scrap iron years ago, but I never got a tabletop for it because steel got really high. And there it sits. So I've got a little project for that too. What sucks is it's going to be heavy once you put the tabletop on there. But I think I'm going to put wheels on it. And then once I do wheels, I can hopefully at least move it around a little bit. I want to get wheels where I can move it even like outside and stuff. I know that sounds weird, but it's really supposed to go in my other garage. And then I got this old junky, another engine stand, which is a total pile of junk. So I need to do a video on that too. That's really just terrible. But yeah, so there it is. So I got that corner kind of straightened away, and then of course I still got the fridge. Getting a good collection of magnets on there. Kind of happy about that. Yeah, got a good spot to keep my. And then, of course, some of this stuff, too, again, the way you lay a shop valve is important. The power box, I really can't put the refrigerator any further over because of the power box. And then I don't want to put the refrigerator between the door because you can't open the door fully. So, and I don't want to block that box. They should have just moved that box over to the corner behind the door. I don't know if that's a code thing, but they went underground. The reason why they put the box there is because they thought, oh, we'll go overhead, and then the overhead has to be a certain footage. And then, yeah, they went underground. So, so the feed, yeah. So they could have put it just right there in the corner, in my opinion, but they didn't. And yeah. So then the refrigerator dictates that because you need a plug and all that stuff. So that's where we're at with that. It's kind of, you just have to make compromises. So yeah, we're gonna walk back across and look at the stuff. Like I said, it's very narrow in here, so I almost have to walk sideways. You can hear me shuffling. So, yeah, and then that clears up this middle area. So I've just tripped over that engine hoist I don't know how many times. And that got rid of that. And then I got my workbench semi-cleared out. That's just kind of like my junk workbench. And, yeah, just all the odds and ends and stuff. I got like electrical wire laying all over the place and used oil and kind of got rid of all that. I really did a lot more. Now the original area that teed me off didn't really get touched. I mean, I moved some stuff around, but yeah, didn't do a whole lot there. Didn't do a whole lot with the toolbox. It's a mess, but all the tools are in it, so that's what counts. But oh yeah, I forgot. I did find this, and of course you all saw my screwdriver story. Well, I found the other part of the old screwdriver from that set, and right now it's the professional craftsman. The handle is good, so we're going to see how long that handle lasts. It's on borrowed time, buddy. Might have to put that in like put that on retirement or something. So, because I did find I found my nice Pratt and Reed Made in America screwdriver. I remember I bought a few of these. These are nice. These are really nice screwdrivers when you can find them. But yeah, there she is. So, oh no, I did actually. Well, not gonna lie, I sent the wife out when we bought brand new weed eater string. So that's what started the whole baloney anyway. But made in USA, Shakespeare. Yeah, she said it was cheap, but made in USA, why not buy two? So yeah, so got that. Never did find I did find some old string and use it, but string just it breaks like so fast. So you always want to start fresh. So yeah, I didn't really do much here, but like I said, we got back to finding the stuff I was looking for, like control arms for the car. You know, brand new in the bags. Got my 2 distributors, so we went through all that. You know, that's going to give me a lot of little projects and videos to do over time. And then, yeah, maybe some new tires for the car. I saw something there I didn't like. We'll do a little video about that. So, see, once I started cleaning, I started getting a little more organized, starting to do a little thinking. And then I got to this area here. And as you can tell, most of my workbenches consist of a pile of tires, and that's a piece of drywall. But I've had this wood topped for quite a while, and I've wanted to have me a little computer nook in this whole deal. So again, I stole a corner and got this old junky monitor I'm going to try to make work, and then I'm going to get me an old junky computer to put in here. I got something in mind, or I can hook up my good laptop too. That's what we're going to end up doing. But yeah, so, and then I want to make a workbench out of this one as well. So I kind of shuffled some stuff around. Now it's kind of the same thing. I've got the air compressor mid-shop, but I also have to keep it pretty close to I've got a dedicated 110 for it. And I had told my electricians just put a 220 up, and we'll hook this up for 220 because I like this Husky air compressor. It's cast iron and all that stuff. It was not very much money. It probably needs a service. I have never checked this oil. Well, I've checked it before, but it needs probably an oil change and the belt looked at. So that'll be a good project too, an air filter. So yeah, so you're kind of stuck with the hydraulic unit for the lift, which I notice is leaking. So we went work on that. So that's another good project. It's leaking in the unit somehow, so there's a little bit of oil, not much but enough. And then you got to have that 110 there, and like I said, this would have been a good 220. This pulls a lot of amps at 110. If I remember right, it pulls like 13 sometimes, so 14. You really can't, got to have that heavy duty cord. You really can't put it on an extension cord. You can't put it on a far outlet either. Like even that outlet in the corner, it's not good, so it dims the lights pretty good. So you got to have a dedicated. It's supposed to be the next gauge up wire. I don't know if he really did that, but I should have forced him to do 220. I think some of it was cost. Wire costs were really high when I had this sub panel put in, so it would have been a lot to put a 220 in here. I still should have done it because I might do some welding in here. I had vowed not to do welding in this shop, of course, for the car, the smoke and the soot and you know, ruining car paint and stuff, but yeah, so that's where we're at with that. So that kind of dictates where that's going to go. So I kind of made a little space in here, and I haven't fully. This is just sitting on 2 things right now. I haven't fully decided the height and all that, but I like where that's at, and you can still get the car out of the garage and all that stuff. And I may just tie them 2 together, and have that one stick out like I have it. I'm just debating on that. The more stuff that sticks out, the more stuff I run into, so it's not usually a good thing. But I thought about putting that one on a hinge so I could swing it up, but you need a lot of space for that. So anyway, but that's definitely going to be my computer area. And I got an outlet right here, so that kind of, again, it dictates. Yeah, you can do extension cords, and I can move the outlet too if I wanted to. But so that's where we're at. I mean, I got a lot done. Yeah, I got a lot of junk still, but important stuff. Found my tow rope, tied it up. It's been a while on that, and I found a lot of stuff that I was kind of looking for, so that always helps. So yeah, kind of refreshing to just kind of clean and do a little work, but then we can get back on working on cars. So, and that's what this channel's all about. But you also got to keep your shopping straightened out and be a little organized. But it gave me at least 4 or 5 new projects to film and do in the next couple months. And that's what we got going on. The air, yeah, I'll do something about the air conditioning. It's not working, which we all kind of knew. It's not making heat. It's not making cool. Right. So it got hot, and it's hot in here now. And I wish I had my air conditioner. I'd work all day, but I'm not. So that's going to be it. I'm going to go take a break, have a brew, sit down. You do an awful lot of walking, organizing, and just walking back and forth. I bet you I walked 25 miles in the last 2 days. So my legs are feeling it. But yeah, so Old Blue Accord out. Appreciate y'all looking. Thanks for looking for the, oh, I guess we got to tie it back into the gas mileage. Yeah, we got to tie it right back in. I forgot. Come right back around to where I started from. And there we are. So back to the gas mileage. So I had some people look, and I don't think I had a lot of people asking any questions, which is okay. But the big question I had was, is there a difference in mileage, right? Because I'm saving money. We know that. But nobody asked, and I never did the final calculation. It's right there, 14.08, and then a repeating 3. Fantastic miles per gallon compared to what I have right now, which is about 14.5 on my odometer. So, half a mpg difference. Well, that's pretty interesting. Maybe, not really. Some people care, some people don't. But yeah, we'll kind of keep going on and on about that, and on, because the commenters that you get on these ethanol things are just, I get 10%. I don't think that's 10%, but yeah, I get 10% less if you use 10% ethanol, and but I'll drink 10% of it. And yeah, so, well, we'll keep going through it, but that's going to be a fun project. It's going to stall for a little while because I want to change my air filter, and I had forgotten by looking through all my I was looking through all my videos, and I was like, oh, I forgot that the air filter is pretty shot. And I held off on changing it last year, so I'm going to change it. I'm probably going to put another 1,000 miles on the clock there just to see where my mileage is at and kind of be fair, and then switch back over. But, or unless the gas price gets really high, then I might switch sooner because I'm a cheapskate. But, yeah. That's where we're at, guys. So Old Blue Core out and out. Thanks for looking. There's the updates. And appreciate all you've been doing. Thank you. Bye.